For your own safety and with the due diligence of any CEO looking out for the best interests of its corporation, when you get a call from a contracted collection agency, I highly recommend you call your bank. You'll get transferred to the distressed borrowers or card services division and just tell them, I'm in arrears. I've been talking to you about a debt settlement. I've just heard from this third-party collection agency. I just want to confirm that they are in fact working for you, and let your bank tell you that this company is working for them. I find it rare that some fraudulent company is going to track down your account details, your account number, the total amount of your debt, your name, your phone number, and call you to try and collect illegally on your debt. But rare is not never. It's just one phone call. Call your bank and ask if this contracted collection agency is in fact working for them and authorized to negotiate a settlement on their behalf. Just like working with your bank's in-house debt collectors, a contracted collection agent is also going to try to get you back on monthly payments. The bank has instructed them to try and do that. They will also be authorized to negotiate a settlement with you. We'll talk more in the coming videos about how you begin those negotiations and what they look like. Lots of detail on the intimidations that they'll use, on the negotiating process, on what it looks like to close that negotiation. It's all coming up. But for now, just know when you get that third-party collection agent, they're going to try to induce you to get back on monthly payments. When you say you want to settle, they are authorized to negotiate a settlement amount with you, though they do have to go back to the bank for approval of that settlement amount. It is not their debt. They don't own it. The bank owns the debt and has hired them to collect on it for them. Contracted collection agencies work on either a fee or commission basis where they get paid when they are successful in coming up with a solution to your account, whether it's getting you back on a monthly payment or coming up with a settlement amount. If they are unable to do that within 6 months, your account will charge off again. This can be a bit frustrating, especially if you've gotten that settlement offer down pretty low, 45%, and you're hoping you're going to hit that 35% mark in another couple of weeks, and then boom, 6 months comes, and it's time to charge off again, and you find yourself talking to an entirely new collection agent. When you do change collection agents, be prepared for the negotiations to start all over again. I know this is super frustrating. It happened to me almost every time. You've been working with one collection agent, it goes into charge off, you get a new collection agent, a new debt collector coming along, and they start at 85% again. The reason they do that is they are, of course, going to take the shot at maximizing their commission on the account by trying to get you to settle at as high a number as possible. But as I'll get to in a little bit, this can also work in your advantage. Because the companies are working on a commission, it is to their advantage to settle your account before they lose it. So sometimes in those last few weeks before charge-off, they will use the fact that charge-off is coming as a method of intimidating you. Oh, I'm not going to have this account anymore. And then you'll be talking to somebody new and who knows where that's going to go. But they are also motivated to come to a settlement agreement because they know if they don't, they're going to have wasted their 6 months, get nothing, and lose the account to somebody else. Lots more on that coming up. I'm just giving you the overview for right now on what the motivations and inducements of a contracted collection agency can look like. Generally speaking, unless you reach a settlement with your bank's in-house collection department very quickly, like in the 85% range right off the bat, or maybe 65% in a month or so if you're willing to take that, you will almost certainly encounter 1, 2, maybe even 3 contracted collection agencies over the course of a year, 18 months, 2 years if you go that long, trying to reach a lower percentage settlement target on your debt. So just be prepared for that. Know that talking to multiple collection agents is part of the process. The exception to that is if your bank does choose to sue you, at which point your account will be transferred to a law firm or legal representative, sometimes in the bank, sometimes an outside attorney who is also a collection agent, who will likely then stay on your account through the entire process until you come to trial or settle out before you get to trial.